Like a rock. He was stoned out of his mind because he liked that rock. Nope, I refuse.
Streamlabs says, OXNYX053 is now lurking B. Stream Elements says, Scorpwana is now live. Streaming Star Trek Online, like a rock, August 6th, 2022.
Oh, okay. Hey, Ox. Yeah. Go ahead. Lurk away. I shall be streaming. Like a rock. Damn it, they didn't come with me, those bastards.
Daddy, I got a pee-pee.
Swallow it, I'm busy.
But Daddy, I gotta go.
You're just like your mama. Your mama can't drive more than 2 miles before she's gotta take a squirt.
Murdoch says, sup sweet tits.
Hello there, Murdochs. Welcome to Boersville, August 6th, 2022. Like a rock. He was stoned as he could be because he liked that rock. Oh,
Murdoch says, I woke up at 3 a.m. and been playing Stow all day.
Son of a bitch. Doing just like TFOs or what?
Murdoch says, then a streamer talked me into playing the new version of Last Oasis.
Last Oasis. I've never heard of Last Oasis.
Murdoch says, it's supposed to be more PvE but still hardcore. Murdoch says, I gave up.
Giving up is awesome. Highly recommend it. Last Oasis. So, player versus entity. Is it like an MMO? More money, more money, more. Oh, 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 oh.
Murdoch says, I ordered breakfast. It looked like an egg burrito but it tasted like turkey dressing and some egg and onions but no flavor. Murdoch says, asking for money back.
What kind of breakfast was it supposed to be? What a crock.
Murdoch says, then later I ordered a steak and said medium well and the steak was overcooked and not pink center.
Did you go up there and give them a thing or three?
Murdoch says, asking for a partial refund on the steak. What a day.
What a day, what a day. Next time,
Murdoch
go
says,
cook your own, I
Uber
guess.
Eats.
Ah. Guess you need to cook your own, huh? Damn. These people. I mean, if they advertise it a certain way and they don't give back on the advertisement, what the hell? They just think
Murdoch
half-assing it.
says, too lazy to do the dishes and go to grocery store today.
It's jungle out there. Disorder and confusion everywhere. They don't seem to care. Well, I do. Hey!
Murdoch
Who's
says,
in
stayed in,
charge?
but in my defense I'm getting on a schedule of waking up earlier maybe.
The best part of waking up is
Murdoch
going back
says,
to sleep.
so in Stowe I got a lot done.
Oh, cool. Cool. Dun 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 dun. Cycle through a lot of the characters. Cycle through them like a big old
Murdoch says, my suicide build is coming along. I worked on a science build with a new ship, looking good, and lastly I fixed up my anti-proton build, it's hitting harder.
Hitting hard like Captain Picard. Hitting them hard. Bingo was his name, was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name.
Murdoch says, I did a lot. Usually working on one is a lot, but 3 in one day.
Oh. So 3 characters.
Murdoch says, any new movies out this weekend for stream?
Not that I'm aware of. I mean, I watched, was it Jerry and Maggie Go Big, or Marge? I think Jerry and Marge Go Large. True story about people that a guy finds out a mathematical way to win the lottery. Because he finds a flaw in it or something. And they got the Minions movie that's out there in the world. I don't know about streaming. Probably streaming because it's Paramount Plus, right? Or not Paramount Plus. I don't really know. I mean, I've been wondering myself. Oh, that belt right there, he hit the spot right there. I tell you, damn it. What a crock. Irm. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Come on, come on, come on. Come on, come on. Kabir. And Bingo was his name. There was a farmer, had a dog, and Bingo was his name. B-I-N-G-O, B-R-I-N-G-O. Bring your wallet to my willa bada bula. Damn it, wrong one. Okay, there we are. Here we are. Huh. I left my computer on last night because I just felt like shit, so I kind of just laid in bed and passed out asleep or something. I don't know. Early. Right after the stream. And, because usually I'll sit and watch something or whatever for like 30 minutes or whatever and then go, but I just crashed. When I got up this morning, I wiggled my mouse, turned the monitor on, and, there's just like a black screen, but a little tiny square of my desktop was showing, and every time I'd move the mouse over some icons, it would clear up, and it was just wild. Could not figure out what the hell happened to it. I had to restart it because the sound just stopped working, but then I remember there was some sort of a Windows update that happened yesterday during the day, because I was off yesterday. And thinking that had something to do with it. Damn Windows updates kill a computer. And then the associate I was working with today, she says that her phone updated itself when she wasn't even connected to like any kind of, like, she gets a poor signal at her house, so she never really cares about like phone calls. She knows where to go to, no signal here and then signal there. So in her house, she has no signal. And she said that her phone updated itself without any internet, without even having a signal. I'm like, that's weird. Things felt a little off today. And our schedule was published at work, finally. It shows that I'm working every day except Thursday. And others are like, they have like 3 days or something like that off, and I only have like 1. So they're like, so somebody is, like, asked, hey, you may to like work that day so you can have another day off for the week. And I was like, yeah, sure, whatever. So they chose to work my Monday. So if that's approved, I'll be off on Monday as well. I highly doubt it, though. When it comes to me, nobody approves shit. Flying Tiger! Red alert. Man your battle stations, Captain. Lilu. I was told today that this lady that came in day before yesterday and had bought like 15 Red Bull and 18 of another Red Bull, and apparently the shelf said something about when you like 3 for so many or whatever, and she came in complaining today to my coworkers, and the manager was there, about her spending money on her or whatever like that. Ended up pissing the manager off, and told them that I was rude to her, and they asked her, like, how was I rude? And she says, well, he doesn't have any personality. So having no personality means you're rude? I've got a personality. I can't help it that, like, I even told them, I said, when the lady had checked out on the register like Thursday, she was talking to somebody else in line anyway, wasn't even focused on me at all, just told me that she was getting 18 of this drink and 15 of this one. And I was like, okay. So I just ran it across the register, checked it out, and then she kept talking to these people behind her in line, and then just left. And then, like, whenever she came back in, like that day or that, like, a few minutes later, she talked to the assistant and told the assistant that she needed to go back there and look at that shelf with her right now. And they're like, huh. So I don't know. But yes, I was rude because I have no personality. I mean, what am I supposed to do? Break them up from like talking or something like that? It's like, hey, let me tell you a joke, you know? I don't get it.
Murdoch says, that job is sucking out your soul. 10 years from now it's gonna be like you had a lobotomy.
Lobotomy? Yeah. Well, I've already, this is my 11th year. Like I've been there for 11 years. If I go in another year, that'd be 12. So I'm like living in some change right now, you know. And I'm like, holy shit. I am rude because I don't have a personality. It kind of makes a lot of sense for these people. Like they come in there and there's like, this one lady was talking to her daughter, and they said something, and the mother was like, well, he always has an attitude. I'm thinking, are they talking about me? Because I was the only one there who is a he between all three of us. And they were just kind of whispering it underneath their mouth or whatever. And I was like, I have an attitude? I don't even know these people. What do I have an attitude? It doesn't make any sense. It's like, everybody shit on me today, you know. Ugh, goodness gracious.
Murdoch says, the world is full of idiots.
That's right. And I happen to be around a lot of them throughout the day where I work. None of my coworkers, though. None of them. It's just it's not just like all customers or anything. It's just these few select people that just come in and have a problem with no matter what it is, they have a problem with me. I'm like, okay, whatever. It's so crazy. It's like that day that this girl had come up there and she had wanted some candy or something and a bunch of other junk or whatever like that, because we don't have food, that's for damn sure. I put her stuff in her bag, and then she's like, oh, I want this too. And she's like, throws, like, sort of like pushes hard on this, like...
Murdoch says, well, that's what you're there for, to be a thing people spit on and treat badly.
That's right. One day, though, huh? One day! And I just, like, you know, picked up this candy. It was like some sort of that Jolly Rancher bullshit or whatever. I tossed it over to the bag, and it hit the metal that the bag was under, so it made a clanging sound. She goes, why'd you throw my stuff on my bag? Like that. And I'm like, oh, crap. It's another one of these head shakers, you know. And I said I didn't. I tossed it underhanded, and it so happened to be like a foot away, and it hit the metal. It made a loud sound, but I did not, you know. She's, you're always mean to me. Always rude when I come in. I'm like,
Murdoch says,
okay.
And you say, because I hate you. I've always hated you.
It's all about you. Yes, from the moment I was born. I have had my eye on you the whole time. Yes. It's all coming around the way that I predicted. No. Yes. That's when I just stop, walk over and says, this is just a simulation. You're actually in a coma. Your mind is creating this situation because you don't know how to rationalize. It almost makes me wish they had like this thing where like the weakest link type stuff or whatever, where a trap door opens and the person just slides down this thing. Be like, next. But I am a thing. I am not a person. That's for damn sure. I am an object. I don't deserve to live. That's the thing. Because I have no personality. Well, they don't want a personality, that's for damn sure. I'm afraid I wouldn't stop. They get me to laughing, and I don't know what the hell I'll do after that. If it's a ridiculous situation, I have nothing but to do but laugh about it and just keep laughing until the point that I just can't stop laughing. And since I watch, like, you know, Batman animated series, Mark Hamill laugh, I kind of emulate that one every once in a while, make people scared. But, ha! Got you before you could hit me, ha ha!
Murdoch says, you should find something you want to do and do that.
Well, that's the thing. There's nothing around the area that I'm at that is worth doing. I mean, I've only ever known retail. I can go work at a grocery store. Or you can work at this place that sells like parts to shit or something. I don't know. There's a
Murdoch
hardware
says,
store.
retail is your true calling.
No, being shit on is my true calling. No, I don't have a true calling. I have no destiny. I have nothing. Born up into nothing, being nothing, dying as nothing. Just a little speck on the windshield, you know. A bug goes flap, and you're like, okay, wipe it off. That's me. I'm that bug. But I mean, nothing but like fast food areas. Just one other type of retail
Murdoch
thing.
says, got to think outside of the box. I mean, we got the internet now.
Yeah, I'm not good at anything on the internet. You gotta be able to be good at something. I mean, at one time I thought computer repair was going to be a thing, but I was wrong about that too. So I stopped that. I mean, if you keep working on the same computer because of the same problem, obviously you're not fixing it. And if you're not fixing it, and the person keeps bringing it back because of said problem, then what have you done? Nothing. So why bother with it? Just take a relaxing time of nothing. Do nothing. It always would cause me anxiety.
Murdoch says, you would be good at sales. You could be on TV and sell stuff like your buddy Billy Mays.
My buddy Billy Mays. Hell no, I'm not good at sales. I talk people out of buying shit. Hi, Billy Mays here. Achievement lurk mode off. I'm glad that's working. I think I'm good at being unconscious. Yeah, that's a good one. It's a good thing to do. Can do drug trials. Now this one right here might make you not ever wake up again. Okay, I'll take it, you know. Lurk mode disengaged.
OXNYX053 says, which is semi-silly, as I am about to have to go AFK.
Dude, that's awesome. Lurk mode off. AFK!
Murdoch says, maybe get a job with the cable company, I dunno.
Yeah, well, there isn't really a cable company around here, I don't think, anymore. There's the internet company, but you gotta have qualifications of some sort for that shit. And I'm getting dumber by the minute, so I can't do that. Nice, Z5. Ooh, these. I need to find, let's see, 10 more. There's Avoth. Killed him. Killed him right between the eyes, right there. Right between them. You gotta know what the hell you're doing for a lot of shit, and I don't know what the hell I'm doing half the time on anything. Confidence denied. Hooah! Do, do.
OXNYX053 says, there is a third-party installer company for cable. You basically convince them to hire you on as an apprentice and go from there.
Ew. Oh, come on, damn it. 4 seconds. And that counts as 4 when you kill one of those. That's weird.
OXNYX053 says, if you have your own deep concrete drill bit and powerful cordless drill, you are auto-hired.
Auto-hired?
Murdoch says, actually you should do a mental inventory of your skills with computers and make a resume and see if you can stick something online working and learning as you go. I had a friend that did that.
That's the thing. I can't learn. It's like my mind just stopped. Can't focus on shit. It's like the short term's just gone. For no reason.
OXNYX053 says, it's like $150 of gear these says, was closer to $350 10 years ago.
$350.
Murdoch says, that's not true, all the effort and mental energy to make this stream.
Streaming's not really much on it, you know. That's not even a, you know, I don't know. I don't see it as a difficult task to do a stream. I mean, all you have to really have is like the internet and a computer, and that's it. I mean, not much of anything to do.
OXNYX053 says, lack of ability to learn? I blame the brain-eating amoeba.
The blame the
Murdoch
brain-eating
says,
amoeba.
it takes the know-how.
The know little. The know it none. You got to know when to hold 'em, know when to fold 'em, know when to run away, know when to kick your ass in the mouth. I'm gonna kick my own ass. I'm kicking my ass. Liar, liar. What? Standing right here until somebody captures some shit. That's right. That's right, one more. That's all we need. That's all we need. Shit. Come on, people. Come on, party people. Throw your hands in the air. Let's see, command center.
Murdoch says, I heard if you take meth, a person comes to you and gives a whole new life and everything is beautiful and you get everything in the other dimension.
Dimensional thinking, dude. Meth. Get meth.
OXNYX053 says, so I spent 2 hours building my wife a octopus ship. I think it is my most lethal yet.
Is that ship really that powerful?
Murdoch says, is that what you call your Wong? OXNYX053 says, yes.
Would you say it's like a cheating ship in a way?
Murdoch says, haha.
It's like a way to like cheat your way with the tank or whatever.
OXNYX053 says, but only when blackout junk.
Relax, don't do it when you wanna get to it. Relax, don't do it when you wanna go. Vonther capturing the area. when the Voth continue. Previously on the Voth.
Murdoch says, have you ever heard of lectin?
Who is Lectin?
OXNYX053 says, J and D are nowhere near each other. It isn't even the same finger on a different hand.
What? J and D? What? Burderb. Burderb. Ain't gotta say a word, I just flip him the bird and keep moving.
Murdoch says, so lectin is supposed to be like a poison and it's in all peanuts which are not nuts but a seed.
It's a poison inside of peanuts?
Murdoch says, and eating raw kidney beans can kill you.
Really? That's interesting. Let's see if we have some of those at work. What happened to you, kidney stoned man? Guess you like cook out the bad shit whenever you cook and eat them. Oh my god, they've already taken out the city and
Murdoch
the other.
says, yeah, you have to cook them in a pressure cooker.
Wonder how long it took humanity to figure out that it'd kill you. Like, hey, what do you have there? Kidney beans. You want one? Yeah, sure. The magical pill. Alright. What did that do? I don't really eat peanuts. A Reese cup every so often, but not peanuts.
OXNYX053 says, no, I was unaware of carbohydrate binding proteins. As for how poisonous they are is up to a debate. Something about lack of killing peel. ER studies. Murdoch says, supposedly when humans stated to eat grains and seeds it wasn't good for us.
Yeah, it's the thing like what animals eat that and we eat the animals, so that's how we like get the same benefits or some shit. Like we're supposed to eat meat, but then you have the vegetarians that are like skin and bones and they got black circles around their eyes and they're like going, ugh. I don't know. I'm just bullshitting. Any vegetarians out there, I am not trying to be an asshole or anything. I'm just trying to make a little ha, but I'm bad at making haha. Sometimes to make a uh-oh. Yeah, our bodies aren't meant to eat like certain things, you know. Meat eater. Well, I believe we can eat some meat tonight. Eat that sausage. Go ahead, eat the sausage.
OXNYX053 says, Vegan, Native American for lousy hunter.
Daddy, I got a pee-pee.
Swallow it, I'm busy.
But Daddy, I gotta go.
You're just like your mama. Your mama can't drive more than 2 miles before she's gotta take a squirt.
Daddy, I got a pee-pee. Vegan, Native American for lousy hunter. Scotty, what you doing there, Scotty? You're just staring at a wall. Ay. Pudding. Everybody's hustling. Everybody's hustling. Here. And we ran. For real.
Murdoch says, that band is called Flock of Seagulls. I used to play that song.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich of Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry. You want something?
OXNYX053 says, that being said, I know a 3-ingredient vegan-friendly cookie and I want to try a 4 or 5-ingredient bread I found where the only fat is avocado.
You know, I've thought about that Impossible Burger thing, right? I wonder, like, how that really does taste. The band is called Flock of Seagulls. Used to play that song. Flock of Seagulls? Wait, what's song? The band? Band of what song? Did I say something again and forget? Damn it. You can't trust me anymore.
Murdoch says, the song you were singing.
I was singing a song. Huh. I don't recall. And the run. And I ran. I ran a rock away.
Murdoch says, yeah.
Oh.
Murdoch says, it's from the 80s.
Yes, Pinky. You know, little things just slip out here and there, and I'm not even aware of it. It's like a Tourette's, I guess. I don't know. I was talking to a customer today that, you know, was talking about how they feel anxious being out in the world and things like that, and feel better when they're at home. And I was like, dude, I'm the same way. I've missed out on so many opportunities because of anxiety. It's that very anxiety that keeps me away from things and worlds. It's interesting, like, certain things that I talk about when I'm at work, I can see it trail off in people's minds.
OXNYX053 says, it pops up on my Pandora station based upon the song One Night in Bangkok, which tends towards 80s hits. Murdoch says, yeah, here I am on a Saturday night but I don't want to go to a bar so.
Yeah. But I can just see it, like, whenever I, like, mention certain things to customers or even people I work with about whatever, like, you know, interests that I may have and things, I could just see them trail off on their face.
OXNYX053 says, I drank too much this Thursday.
Help me make it through the yard.
Murdoch says, https://www.youtube.com/watch v = if
I wanna get away.
Murdoch says, that is the song. It's called I Ran by a Flock of Seagulls.
You ran by a flock of seagulls. Oh, the Flock of Seagulls is the band. Okay. So I don't know the things about the bands and shit. I just, like, recall what little bit I've heard on radios and stuff over the years, and it just kind of spits into, like, a little automatic thing, right? Like, you talk, and then something is mentioned, a sound, and it's like it triggers the rest of it in your
Murdoch
head.
says, the singer is like a blonde version of Edward Scissorhands.
A blonde version of Edward Scissorhands. Edward Scissorfeet. Oh my gosh, how hard was it to walk around in those things? Arnold Husenheimer. Damn it, they got that one. Damn it to hell in a handbasket. I hope I don't get raided again tonight. I wouldn't want to do that to people. Don't put the people through that much torture. See, grumpy old Nord raided me last night with 20 some odd people of his, and they just all trickled away because they realized, what the hell is this shit? That's right. I'm not here for any amusement. I'm here to entertain you the only way I know how, and that's by being bored. The bored player, or boring player, I should say. But then again, I did have like a little bit of a headache yesterday and stuff. So I think it was because since I was off yesterday.
Murdoch says, I texted him on Discord yesterday about Augie.
You did? What did they say? Because I was looking at the Twitch, Twitter.
Murdoch says he is recovering.
Yeah, someone had said that. I think it was Riz. It was saying he's actually been posting stuff on his own, his other Twitter thing. Twitter, is it Twitch? Twitter. Damn it, that's good. I think my little bit of a headache that I had yesterday was...
OXNYX053 says, how is Ogie doing? I saw his list of ailments, not a fun list of things to have done, but survivable. OXNYX053 says, and good to hear.
So did you hear about like his wife finding him like unresponsive and at his house and stuff, and he was in like septic shock and stuff. Wasn't waking up.
No man can see his own bunghole.
No man can see his own bunghole. Hello, Samariath.
OXNYX053 says, no, happened while I was AFK. So I missed the story.
Yeah, his wife was updating people like about his situation via his other Twitter.
Samarath says, I'm glad Ogie is okay.
And just like talking about, he had the surgeries
says,
and stuff.
How are you?
They removed like his gallbladder, some of his liver, and some of his intestine. And he like had woke up and was speaking gibberish and then went back to sleep, and now he's like officially like, I guess, up and awake and responsive. That's good. Ah, damn it. There we go. But yeah, since I had a little bit of a headache yesterday, after the stream, I just like crashed. I think it was because since I was off yesterday, I was in front of the computer more and scripting and coding more or whatever and doing stuff like that, and it's like eye strain or something.
Samurath says, yeah, it's possible I might have to get her gallbladder removed. I'm beginning to think all people should just get it removed, so many problems.
Well, I would recommend against getting it removed if you can keep it. Because without it, depending on how you are...
Romeo India Zulu says, I reveal my presence to inform you Ogie has at least another week in hospital. He was moved to a normal room, and was coherent enough to pop in Triss stream last night to say what up.
Oh wow, that's cool. Second stage. Hello, Riz. You may go return back to lurk mode then. Yeah, depending on how you are, like, gallbladder removal could be a good for, like, if you have problems with it. But if you don't, like, if you have a problem, remove gallbladder, but still have a problem after that, yeah, because the liver takes over, for a lot of the stuff. And
Samurath says, Riz.
The bile that is stored into the gallbladder is no longer able to be stored anywhere, so it constantly drips into your intestine. And in doing that, it's not there's not enough collected to when you eat something a little bit of fat in or fatty foods for it to bust in. Ding, one ding. One ding, Hector. There's not enough of it to go into your stomach to help break down that fat. So instead, it's little by little, and it kind of stays in your stomach longer, which can cause disruptions and stuff.
May I have your attention? Attention, please. You will be silent!
I love that.
Samuraith says, Yeshiya has had so many problems going. Number 2, it's infected, so doctor is going to try tests but might have to have surgery possibly. OXNYX053 says, glad to hear Ogie is stable.
Yeah, if it's infected or diseased or something, it's got to come out no matter what. I mean, you could have like if she's having gallbladder attacks every time she eats something like with a little fat in it, that can be extremely painful and make you pass out from the pain. I've had those back when I had my gallbladder. You can even have a little bits of the same feeling of an attack even after the gallbladder is taken out, because it's trying to do something there, but it can't do anything. It's like a phantom type thing because the nerves are still there. But yeah, you can have anal seepage too. That's a fun one.
Okay, bend over.
Hey, that worked out pretty good. Yeah, anal seepage, when the gallbladder, well, the bile that used to be in the gallbladder is constantly dripping down your intestine enough to flow through to the very bottom of the barrel, as it is, and ease its way out throughout the day. So you look forward to that, you know. That's why they say, like, eat things with like fiber and stuff.
Samuraith says, yes, she hasn't had the pain but discomfort. Yep.
That means she may have some sludge as well then, or trying to pass a gallbladder stone type thing. That could happen, but yeah, I mean, it's one of the removal of a gallbladder these days is not that bad as it used to be. I mean, they used to gut someone on the side to do it. Now they make like 3 or 4 holes in your stomach and a laparoscopic surgery, pull it right out of there, clamp it off, cut it, that kind of thing, and like sew you back up or tape you back up or glue you back up.
Samuraith says,
Captain to
yep, she's
Enterprise.
got sludge, I
Before
remember
put you on
that.
the break, there's a little something I owe you.
Damn it, Jim, what the hell's the matter with you?
Consider that an order.
Did you enjoy it, Captain?
Believe me, Mr. Spock, it was painful in more ways than one.
Fascinating.
OXNYX053 says,
Pure
and
thought.
here is my shortish
Totally
AFK
incorporeal.
time.
Not life as we know it at
Samuraith
all.
says, yeah, there's laser surgery.
Yeah, if she has sludge, that means that it's bound to form bile stones and have like gallstones and stuff. That's what they are, is bile stones / gallstones, filling up the sac. And if the bladder isn't able to compress and squeeze out what it needs to, it'll stall up in there and get infected. It's really crazy, the human body. I mean, you can like, what is it, the appendix, you know. Now there's like talk of, you know, removing it anyway or something, but some people, like if it burst, the muscle wall can hold back that burst a little bit so that it's not as invasive as like poisoning you completely. And you can hold off on surgeries for a while after that now, or whatever. It's that like leftover shit that we have all in us, you know. It's really crazy. Things we don't need. But yeah, I was one of those that, like, whenever I was having gallbladder attacks.
But you don't have to take my word for it.
They were some of the most painful things I had ever experienced. And someone, you can read online, it was like more painful than a woman.
Samuraith says,
like,
yeah, for sure, score.
being like pregnant or whatever like that and pushing out a baby. But that was the thing. It would contract and stuff to push out
Samu Wraith says,
what it could,
reading Rainbow LOL.
and it couldn't, so it was stalling out and causing pressure. And anytime you're trying to get something out when it should flow, it's going to cause back pressure, you know, not your back pressure, but a pressure backup, and that can cause a lot of pain as well. I went about maybe a month and a half, 2 months or whatever, without eating anything with fat in it. I was mostly like V8 juice for breakfast, and then another V8 in the evening, followed by some no-fat sherbet ice cream or whatever, and
Samu Wraith
that was
says,
it.
Yes, she's going for tests tomorrow.
They'll probably have her take that Barbarium liquid or whatever, drink it down. It's like a chalky white substance that's kind of it's supposedly got
Samu Wraith
iodine in it.
says, yeah, they told her low-fat food.
And when you drink that, it coats the inside of like your stomach and your intestine and all that kind of stuff, so that whenever they put you in a machine, like they can scan you to see how well like everything's flowing and whatnot. They can get a better understanding. They can do one of those sonograms too, to like actually, like they put it on your belly like they would a baby, you know, and they'll like put it on your belly to see like how things are functioning and stuff like that. But yeah, mine was diseased, gangrenous in a way or whatever, and killing me. So I had to have it taken out. And I felt a whole lot better after that. I wasn't in any kind of pain after it either, though, when they took it out. It was amazing. I was like, after recovery, like in the recovery room or whatever, I was just laying there. I woke up.
What do you think you're doing, Day?
And the first thing I said was, I didn't shit on
Samu
anything,
Wraith
did I?
says, just want her to get better.
Yeah. And this one guy to the left of me was yelling in pain and stuff. And I said, what happened to him? And they said, he had the same surgery you did. And I was like, really? Why am I not in pain? They go, we don't know. I mean, do you want to be? And I was like, no. That's just weird. The only thing I had to do was like pee like every 5 minutes after that, because, you know, they pump you full of fluids and shit. Bloated too, the gas that they have to inflate your stomach area when they do laparoscopic surgery. Liposcopic, I can't pronounce it. And that gas.
Samu Wraith says, I know one lady had her diet changed after gallbladder removal.
Yeah, they'll tell you like certain things you need to do, like nutrition wise or whatever, to be better. They told me to eat fiber, but then again you go over like the medicine areas and stores and stuff, and it's like fiber to help you go better. I'm thinking that ain't the problem, you know. Can't hold the shit in, you know. But it is an absorption type situation. But yeah, it's probably like the whole thing. But yeah, the gas buildup that's inside of your body when they inflate your stomach, it goes throughout your body and it causes aches in the shoulders and stuff like that. It passes eventually. But yeah, I wasn't scared whenever I had mine out either. I was just like, you know, I went in there. They said, okay, take off your clothes. I was like, okay, put this on. And I put on like the little aprony thing or whatever it was, you know, the little gown. And I laid there, and they were like, you seem rather calm to be going to have some like a major surgery or whatever. And I was like, yeah, why? Am I supposed to be like scared or something? He's like, well, no, but we've seen a lot of people come in here that have, you know, kind of been more nervous and stuff, but you seem to be rather calm. And I was like, well, I said, either, you know, I get this taken out and I have a better, like, you know, time afterward, or either I die on the table. I mean, what's it matter? I mean, what am I don't have any, you know. So it's just kind of, they kind of grinned. And of course they were like an educational type hospital where they, you know, teach and stuff or whatever. So they had the learning nurse people or whatever trying to stick me in the hand with an IV, and, you know, and I'm like, ow, 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 you know. I'm a human pincushion, but I didn't care. I mean, I just wanted it done. I said, I want this done and over with so I can continue with my life. And that's it. And that's when I said, like, if I die on the table, I die on the table. Who cares? You know, they look at me weird.
Sam Wraith says, yet I'm not super crazy about that when they bring in those students.
Yeah, it's amazing that, but they have to learn one way or the other, you know. They gotta, like, feel for it and stab you. I didn't have a problem, though. You know, they stuck me, like, 3 times until they finally got it. And like, okay. And then, like, the gas guy came in to, you know, like, put you out, you know. Asked me my weight, and I told him, I said, this is what it is now. They go, oh, wow, you've lost weight fast. I was like, yeah, I had a gallbladder problem right now. Couldn't eat hardly anything. Let's see if we can, like, get that going. There's a little bit of the hitting on that. I'm not going to be able to get much. Yeah, I figure that much there. But yeah, I mean, you can recover a whole lot faster now, the way the gallbladder's removed.
The gas guy puts on a mask, then takes the tube coming out of the front and sticks the other end in your ass and gives you a thumbs up.
Yeah, the guy had asked me if I had any kind of allergies or something. I said no, but, you know, I sneeze
says,
a lot.
Yeah, I had a couple when I was getting a tooth that was infected in the hospital, and I was thinking if one of these pokes on my teeth, lol.
Infected in the hospital. But yeah, they've got it down to a pretty good science now.
Murdoch's lol.
The gas guy. So he is the gas guy. Like on Dumb and Dumber, right? Whenever it says, "Dear gas man," or whatever, he's like, how the hell do they know I have gas? Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Man, I have got to figure out how to find a personality. Any ideas as to how to grow a personality?
I know some people that been poked on almost come out of their chest swinging.
Yeah, those are people that...
I'm Cornholio! I need tippy for my bunghole.
It's amazing that random command is, like, using more of those.
Sam Wraith says, need TP.
Because, I mean, I only added maybe like 6 new commands to the Beavis and Butthead one, or, well, 6 new sounds. And it seems to hit those now for some reason. And it's supposed to be completely random. That's amazing. I love the random part, though. Random's awesome. Yeah, I need to grow a personality. Because apparently I'm rude without one. Bum, 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 bum. I just keep seeing the shuttle go behind me there. Look at that. Here it goes again. I bet it's coming again. Here it comes. Watch. There it goes again. Yeah, we're going to do it again. We're going to do it. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. Here it comes. I can see it. There it is. See that shuttle? See the shuttle? See the shuttle? Here it comes. Here it comes. There it is.
Samu Wraith says, I actually started a tune with my jelly thanks to Murdoch's suggestion, going more crit for a tactical engineering, not do so well for the jelly.
I did it all for the jelly. The jelly. Da-dum-bum-bum-bum. Should I... Hey, dude. Riz, I should have a sound that plays when that happens. To where it's like it's on the right side, you know, it does that whole like panning thing. And then pans out. So you just like pick a little bit of music or something like that, and I could add it where it's like, you know, go by and
Romeo
just like playing
India
it.
Zulu says, Jetsons.
The Jetsons, like the little twirling thing.
Yep, for peanut butter and jelly time.
You know, across the screen.
Back to your station. The bot have returned.
Meet George Jetson, his boy Elroy, daughter Judy, Jane the slut.
Samu Wraith says, at Romeo and Diazulu meet George Jetson his son Elroy.
Jane, that bitch. Dun, 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 dun. I like that Family Guy version of the Jetsons theme. Jane takes it, George's wallet, and he goes, "Oh no, no, oh hell no! You're not doing this to me." Do you have any idea how long I was out there? For that one little skit they did.
There's gonna be a meeting between your ass and the palm of my hand if you don't get off the shed. Now get off the shed.
They had it where you see like all the families inside the house, and you know they're like talking and stuff, and you see George in the background like with Astro running on that track, and he gets tangled up and he's like flopping all around and stuff, and Jane comes up this crazy thing, you know, and they keep
Samu
talking.
Wraith says, now get off the shed.
Get off the damn shed, right? And then like it shows like a little bit later, George comes in there, he's all torn up, he goes, "Do you have any idea how long I was out there?" He starts like getting mad and shit. Which is cool because Seth MacFarlane worked for Hanna-Barbera. Now get off the shed. Tomorrow is Sunday. No alcohol sales at Dollar General in Arkansas on Sunday. Good to see all those disappointed faces. If you wanna be my lover, you gotta get it with my friends. Make it last forever. Friendship never ends. Oh, Carter's down, damn it. Damn it, Carter. Yes, Tilk, let's both do this. That sounds
Romeo
like a good
and
idea.
Zulu says, Spice Girls?
Spice Girls. Yeah. If you want my future, forget my past. If you wanna get with me, better make it fast. My sister liked the Spice Girls and played it all the damn time. So yes, it absorbed into my head. It's like I remember working at the other Dollar General, and they'd always play country music and stuff in there. Like the manager, that's what she wanted to hear. Nothing else, just country music, you know. Which I don't have a problem, you know. But another associate that we worked with, she didn't like it at all. But you know, whenever we were there, like one night closing, and there was no music playing or anything like that, she started humming like a country song, and I said, "Oh my God, what are you doing?" She goes, "We've heard it so much that I have it in my head now."
Romeo and Zulu says, one of them is married to the head honcho of the Red Bull F1 team.
Red Bull team? I know that like one of them was like some sort of soccer guy, right? And one was like a stripper or something, or playboy person, or
Murdoch says,
porn.
A Scorpuana production, Tales from Dollar General from the New York bestseller, Arkantards.
Arkantards. I love it. I like that. That's a cool word. Arkansas. It's like Texas Aggie. Have you anybody like heard the joke like back in the day when they talked about like people like accidentally going off of a bridge, and two people died in the back of the truck because they couldn't get the tailgate down, you know. They end up drowning. I can't remember how it actually goes, but now like that was back before, you know, truck beds could actually get locked and have a top on them. So now it's totally possible. I just thought about that again. SBD, the story of a turd gone wrong. Clark! Clark! Clark!
Romeo India Zulu says, Achoo.
Achoo. Bless you. Hit you. That's one of Gary the Klingon's bridge officers. Achoo. Ba-dum, bum, ba-dum. Yeah, I've come to the conclusion, like at work, I have nothing to contribute to anybody else's conversation that matters. You know, I'm completely disconnected from like everybody there. The only thing we all have in common is we work in the same building. That's pretty much it. The others, you know, they got commonality type stuff. You know, they have this, they have families, they do this, or whatever. You know, and me, nah, I have nothing to contribute. And I'm okay with that. I am okay with that. It ain't nothing like whenever you're there and, you know, customers like saying, oh, I had to go to the doctor yesterday and blah, 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 blah. I'm thinking, okay, hold on just a minute. Let me go get this beer mug I have over here. Start cleaning it while you tell me your problem. I kid. But yeah, that's when you learn how to like just ask yes and no questions. But then they can turn it around on you though. And I like to hear about like people's stories sometimes, you know, about things that go on and things that are interesting, and you know. Even have people, they'll tell me their ailment things and whatnot, and so, oh, I'm sorry, I don't mean to bother you with that. I'm like, well, it's okay, you know, you got to talk to somebody about certain things, and, you know, just to get it off your chest, and they know that I'm not going to repeat shit, because I can't remember what the hell anybody talks about half the time, so, I don't know why, just can't focus. And people will come in there, I'll check them out on the register, and they'll buy their shit, and they'll leave, and then someone will call and say, hey, do you remember so-and-so that just come up here? And I was like, no. Well, they just checked out like a minute ago. I don't remember them. Man, am I supposed to document this shit? The hell, they'll go out the door and come back in. I'll tell them hello again. Well, you know, welcome to the store. And they're like, I was just in here. I said, you were? He said, yeah, you just checked me out 5 minutes ago. Oh, okay. Well, welcome back then. And they'll just look at me weird. And I'll say, well, have another good evening, you know. And then they'll laugh. And I'm like, I seriously don't remember who the hell they were. Some people will call up there and say, so-and-so just left something at the register. They want to know if you remember. Like, they're going to ask me if I remember. Yeah, okay, sure. I remember nothing. Of course, I guess it would have to be like something that pertained to me to
Romeo India Zulu says, I don't get paid to remember.
That's right. And I tend not to remember tragic events, so I don't remember working. That's another thing. That's what cameras are for. Or people come in and they'll tell me something, and they'll come back in and tell me about like how it went. I'm like, oh, I didn't know that. Like, well, I just told you the other day. Like, yeah, but that was the other day. I'm the same. I'm like that on here too. But that's not. It's not because I don't care. It's because I just cannot remember shit. I think it's because my mind doesn't work anymore. It's completely just like fried from working. Working with crazy. Working and crazy. Yeah. Alright, come on, beam up. Let's do this. Come on, let's do this. What are we fighting at? What the hell? The mining laser goes on ceilings too? I didn't know that. It's like the things in this game that I probably knew at one time and forgot all about. And everybody, I can't believe you didn't know that. I'm thinking, well, you know, probably did at one time. But if you don't use it, you know, you lose it.
Your culture will adapt to service hours.
Damn, these service hours.
Just dance.
Just dance. That's right. Damn it. Just dance, 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 dance. Just dance. Dance, dance, just dance, 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 just dance.
You're goddamn right.
Ah! It randomly played. I love it. That's what makes that random. I mean, Riz, that has to be like the best idea for a command. Randomly playing audio clips.
Romeo India Zulu says, today I did Pavo Space as an AFK. It was glorious.
Oh, you actually you got credited for it too? Like, were you by yourself, or were there other, like, were you able to do it like that whole Starbase 1 thing, or what? Glorious. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Glory, glory, hallelujah. Lordy, Lordy, oh my God.
Romeo India Zulu says, it was solo, but got my progress in minimal marks, but I'm not in it for marks, I want the grand prize.
You want the golden ticket? Well, that's cool. I didn't know you can, like, do that solo, like, what was it, like a private TFO that you did there? And since it's like an event version, that means you can continuously, like, do it back to back,
Romeo
right?
India Zulu says, yeah.
Nice. That's nice. I should think about doing shit like that. But I've been told not to stream that because that's a no-no. I don't know why it would be a no-no.
Romeo India Zulu says, I could. But I won't.
Oh. I don't know why it'd be a no-no to do stuff like that on a stream. I mean, who the hell would give a shit? If they didn't want you to do that in the game, they would not have that ability in the game, you know? If they're aware that people AFK it, then if they don't want them to do it, fix the shit, right? It's like when people kept telling me, whenever I was doing that Ryza floater trick and just running in the air, said don't do that when a mod's on, or, you know, like a whatever, because they'll ban you from the game. I'm thinking, for what? If it's an unknown issue and they refuse to fix it, that's on them. That ain't on me. It's not like you can fucking cheat doing that shit. I mean, hell, you try to do whatever with it, you know. Shut your fucking face, Uncle Fucker. Oh, I thought I was shooting at that thing. Man, sucks that the Orville's over. I was like looking up to see when the next episode would come on, because I'm like, okay, well, this is 10 episodes. They can have some more. That was it. That was the last episode of the Orville. I'm like, what the fuck?
Murdoch says, is it over forever?
They do not have plans to make any more of it, but Hulu has said that it's not canceled.
Romeo India Zulu says, they said if it does well in Disney or Paramount, it may have another season.
Disney or Paramount? Is Hulu owned by one of those? Or? If it goes to Paramount, it could be with Star Trek. That would be kind of cool. I'd totally love the fact that if Orville were integrated into, like, this game, you know, like this ship and stuff. That would be cool. Do it as a fan service. It doesn't have to make sense canon-wise.
Romeo
or anything
India
like that.
Zulu says, Disney package includes Hulu, so I assume Disney.
You ask you and me? Disnip. Disney claims to have a Y at the end of their name. It looks like a P to me. Disnip. Pepe Le Penis. Oh, that guy back there is excited. Oh my God. Tilk didn't come back with us. He must have died or something. Carter, where'd Tilk go? Where's Tilk? He's up on the ship, isn't he? Tilk. Yeah. What is that command again? Damn it. I can't remember this shit. Pet team list something. List of commands. Let's see. Pet. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Damn it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Shit, fuck. Horse's ass. Okay. Now loading Tourette's. Field pet team list. There it is. Copy. And paste. There's Tilk. Welcome back, Tilk. Welcome back. Okay, we got that. A Mark's one. Let's do that. Yeah, we'll go to Let's change it up a bit and do Omega. Where are they at? They're at the top. Okay, accept that shit. Okay. So I guess it's gonna be one episode of Beavis and Butthead per week now, instead of like the two. The two like introduced it, and that was it. Hopefully they have a lot of episodes. Clicked on that wrong thing again. In progress 20. You are a Kardashian. Drink. Is this the real life? Is this just fantasy? Caught in a land? No escape from reality. Open your legs. Okay. Come on, party people. Throw your hands in the fish fryer.
Murdoch says, Dandidvogel Judas 2 Judas GG Dandidvogler.
Dandy Volker. Dandy. Why does that just sound so funny? Dandy Volker. Come on, bring me a bath. I want to have a bath attack here. Lieutenant, somebody. Somebody, please. Bring me a bath. A bath. Let's do the try thing. Oh, hey. Yay! Never mind. Alright, everybody come on. That way it gets the countdown started for no damn reason, because there's nobody to kill. Don't worry. Steve will get him. Get him,
Murdoch
Steve.
says, I'm gonna change the name of my main character. What's a good name?
Are you gonna change the name of your main character? Isn't that you? Here's a little song I wrote. Might want to sing it note for note. Don't worry. I'll be happy. Don't worry. Be happy now. Ooh, 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 ooh.
Murdoch says, no, it's the one with the most expensive stuff.
The one with the most expensive stuff. Oh, so you as a character are not your main character. I don't know. Well, what kind of setup does this character have, you know, that could be changed with the name? Like, do you want a name that's going to be like one that's used in sci-fi series, or one you're going to come up with, or whatever? Go to Google and type in random name generator. I don't know. Maybe that could be a thing. Julius. Caesar. Fred. Yeah. Jim Bob. The breathing in the background of that sound's what makes it funnier. Like he's getting excited, like jerking off or some shit like that, ringing a bell. Hector. I guess we're done with Hector and Saul, huh? Ding 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 ding. Fire. This is how you rack up these damn points for shit. You get into a big group, more shit happens. Yeah. Nope, 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 right there. Okay.
OXNYX053 says, mob scaling.
Mob scaling. It's like whenever you kill 1 or 2 Voth, it doubles or triples the number that it gives you. It's amazing. Boink. And then sometimes it gets nuts and it makes it so you have those yourself. Like if you're by yourself trying to capture one of these things, and all of a sudden every Voth that's down there summons one of those little mech things or whatever, and you got like 6 of those bastards by yourself. And you're like, what the hell? But you can take them all down. I mean, it's not hard. It's just, and sometimes you have no enemies at all, and it's weird. 71-2. Nice, nice, nice. Keep bringing on the chicken. Bring on that chicken. There you go. Bring on the chicken. Bring on the chicken. We're about to have it captured, fellas. Shit fire, don't bother me. Shit fire, don't bother me. Shit fire, don't bother me, 'cause I belong to some...
Romeo India Zulu says, I have a Cation named Tom. Get it? Tomcat?
Tomcat?
Okay, sorry.
Tomcat, Tom the cat. Nah, dude, that's funny though, man. Oh, damn, it's a drone. Don't make these people drones. I want to shoot their ass. If I can get one more, if I can get a shot off here, and it count, I'll get credit for that one. Oh, they got pure Jem'Hadar. They got the little backpack and everything. My Jem'Hadar don't have the Catracel white backpacks. Run, run, bitch, run!
Murdoch says, do green tribble devices eat things out of the inventory or no?
Green tribble devices? Green tribbles?
Romeo India Zulu says, I made my version of the Cat in the Hat too. OXNYX053 says, I have a version named Shulshkach M, using the bond with life trait. OXNYX053 says, at Murdoch's yes. Murdoch says, not devices.
I know there was something about tribbles are able to eat something other than food if they're in your inventory. Like at one time I thought it was the Lolonet
Murdoch says,
thing.
I mean there are tribbles then tribble devices, right?
Tribble devices?
Murdoch says, should I delete it? Murdoch says, okay, we'll delete it.
What is this device you're talking about? Version of Cat in the Hat? Do you see I have like a tall like hat too, like that big the Abraham Lincoln hat? As the hat? Can that be like color change and stuff?
Murdoch says Tribble, DEA.
Oh, that's the name of the Tribble. Yeah. Dia. That's just a Tribble named Dia.
OXNYX053 says, if it is a Tribble device, like Tribble of Borg, it will breed Tibbles by consuming food.
Yeah, Oxnick's wife's all about the Tribbles, isn't she? Look, she's a Tribble breeder. Which doesn't take much.
India Zulu says, I'll post pic later.
Gotcha.
Murdoch says, deleted LOL.
Yeah, well, that's the thing with Tribbles. Like, if you have one in your inventory, that any of the synthol, alcohol, or any food item is guaranteed for them to get to consume to, then, boom, you know, there's another one. Or you can have a cannibal Tribble.
OXNYX053 says, there is a massive Tribble breeding spreadsheet and what to feed which Tribbles to get the next rank.
Yeah, so you can have a cannibal Tribble in there that'll kill all the Tribbles. But I want to say, like, certain items can also be eaten by Tribbles too. I think. I can't remember though. And if you have a Tribble in your bank account and you have any food there, they'll eat that food as well. You know, continuously, and then they'll breed and be more Tribbles. The trouble with Tribbles, mister. The trouble with Tribbles. Hachuke! Hadouken! Shoryuken! Yeah.
Murdoch says, I just did the reputation for 20 tunes. Gonna watch a show and turn in early. See you tomorrow.
Alrighty. Have a good night, dude.
I have 4 winter Tribbles because they ate all my minty ractagino. OXNYX053 says, Taterkle white, Farisian grass, Vulcan incense.
Yeah, that, yeah. Yeah, that's the stuff that I think they can eat, yeah. The winter Tribbles, oh my god. Remember, like, right after the winter event this past time, and I kept seeing a winter Tribble, like, pop up on the side, and I was like, what the hell is that coming from? And then, I looked around, couldn't figure it out, you know, whatever. And then I was like, okay, I'm just gonna ignore it for now. Next thing I know, there's another one popping up. I'm like, what the fuck? And I go look, and then in my bank, I had put a Tribble in there for some reason, and it was eating all the winter foods and shit, making more Tribbles. I was like, what the hell? So yeah. Spin in circles, shooting button, making button go boom boom. I need to do something with this ship. Eventually, when I have time. Man, I slept a damn long time this past day. As soon as I got done streaming last stream, you know, I usually like stay up maybe 30 minutes or so, at most an hour, and then like go get to bed and then end up waking up again or whatever. But this time I went straight there and did not get out of bed until like maybe, what, 12 o'clock today? 12 p.m. Because I'd had to be at work at like 2 today. Oh, well, we flipped. I was pressing forward and we flipped sideways. Yeah. Yay for operation complete. Yeah, exit. Nice, 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 nice. Now back to the boring. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, this one makes you end up way the hell over here. Okay, that makes sense. Oh, since we're right over here, why not go over here to this then? We're gonna swing out.
Romeo India Zulu says, I got up late, did dishes, put up some insulation, and had runny nose all day, got 20 minutes nap in before you came on. I wanna sleep more but don't wanna be wide awake at 2 a.m.
Yeah. 20-minute nap, that sounds awesome. Damn, I love a nap. I'd love to have a nap. It hurts to sleep now. It hurts to lay down and sleep. Wake up while laying down. Yeah. Fire. Boom, 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 Deck 48, sir. What are you talking about? Staining my deck. Oh, so you put some insulation up? Like, itchy kind, or like the, what the hell? Oh yeah, I gotta collect that first, don't I? Or the, like, the sheets insulation for, like, the outside of a house. I think it's that, they usually call it, like, the pink insulation, or whatever. Not the fluffy, itchy glass insulation, you know, fiberglass insulation, but the
Romeo
actual
India Zulu
foam
says,
sheet.
the normal pink stuff.
The normal pink stuff. The Pink Panther.
Romeo India Zulu says, yes, itchy.
Ew, that itchy shit. I hate that itchy shit. 'Cause it's fiberglass. And you gotta think about, like, houses of the past, the asbestos stuff that they would actually put into a house. And now, like, it's been known to cause cancer and shit. You know, people, like, remove it and things. And it's what we found. We're like, hey, use this, you know. So, progress of the house. You made a little bit of that today. That's nice. Lucari's 4. Everything's pretty much 80. Everything's 80. I'm thinking. Good way to jumpstart that.
OXNYX053 says, just think, they used to infuse wood with asbestos fibers to make it more weather resistant and fire resistant.
Yes. And now look at it. Like Johnson & Johnson baby powder. You know, talc. Hello, everybody.
Romeo India Zulu says, I need to do more, but none of these open spots are square, so I need to cut word shapes. Very little progress. Dude was like, you can KO this in a few hours. Well, few hours and not even one wall finished.
Well, if you gotta cut it and shit, and then deal with it. Are you wearing any kind of like protection? Like any kind of gloves and stuff? Long sleeves? Ooh. No, not Jim Hadar Kirak, no, where are you? Be going walk in there like Darth Vader. I am wearing an environmental suit.
We are aboard. Surrender your vessel and prepare for assimilation.
Prepare for my ass and your elation, man.
OXNYX053 says, bovine exam gloves from a rural king or quality farm and fleet.
Gloves. Gloves. Gloves? Damn it, we died again. Explosion. Bovine exam gloves. Prostate exam gloves.
Disarm your weapons. You will escort us to your home world, where we will begin assimilating your culture and technology.
Assimilating. Immolating the ass. I'm over there blowing up. I need to figure out what the hell that is and turn it off.
Resistance detected. Your matrix 00479 of 10. Engage your round.
And I need to think about a weapon set for old Jim Hadar Kirak and his little runabout. Or whatever this is. No, you!
Romeo India Zulu says, just gloves. Too hot for sleeves. What kind? Same pair I use for yard work.
Ugh. At least are you still protected though? Like, you know, not penetrating the glove. Glove? What glove? Glove? Here? Or here, sir? Go, go, Power Rangers, you motherfucking Power Rangers. Bow, 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 bow. Respawn. Exit to sector. Sector. Kawoosh. They've got the ability to morph that you've never seen before. No one.
Romeo India
should
Zulu
ever
says,
take them
made by
down.
Firm Grip, with pad on palm and fingers.
Ooh, that's some good gloves. So like, how many walls are needed to like be insulated at this time and stuff? Now an orbit stabilizers up, running perfect, trying to collect requested data. Send me up a drink. I mean, like insulating the walls now. Does that mean like the
Romeo India Zulu says, like 5 or 6.
5 or 6? So if you insulate them right now, are they gonna?
053 says, Peter Schilling. Romeo India Zulu
For
says,
real, yo?
BRB.
Gotcha. Yes, Peter Schilling. Earth below us, or William Shatner. Earth below us, drifting, falling, floating, weightless, galling home. Standing there alone, a ship is waiting, all systems are go. Are you sure? Controller's not convinced, but the computer has the evidence. No need to abort. The countdown starts. Watching in a trance, the crew is certain, nothing left to chance. All is working, trying to relax. Up in the capsule, send me up a drink. Jokes Major Tom. The count goes on. 4, 3, 2, 1. Earth below us, drifting, falling, floating, weightless, calling home. Second stage is cut. We're now in orbit, stabilizers up, running perfect, trying to collect requested data. What will it affect? Thanks, Major Tom. Far below the ship, there is a problem. Stabilizers up. Irm.
Romeo India Zulu says, okay, what?
What? Boy! Like, how, if you put the insulation up now, does that mean that the wall is going up too, like soon? Dun, dun, dun. For those areas that are being insulated, or will it be a while until like if you put it up, are the cats gonna get into it, you know, or are they gonna be blocked off from that?
Romeo India Zulu says, not necessarily, but hopefully. We don't know and they may.
Ah. I mean, do you have like the wood right now to put the wall up? Just have to wait till someone comes to actually get it done then? Now the world don't move to the beat of just one drum. What might be right for you may not be right for some. A man is born, he's a man of means. Then along come two, and they got nothing but the genes, but they got different strokes it takes, different strokes it takes, different strokes to move the world. Everybody's got a special kind of story. Everybody's got a way they shine. Don't matter that you got not a lot. Oh, dude. $26, son of a bitch. 409, get grease off of the gun. 409, might as well. Let's see. 150. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Yes, Captain. Yes. Ding. Do 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 do. Inspector Gadget. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. Inspector Gadget. Do 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 do. Go, Gadget, go. Do 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 do. Huh. I must have never taken Shanka to that mission to get the holographic trader guy. Damn. Inspector Gadget. Go, go, Gadget. Do, 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 do. I've completely been forgetting about the,
Romeo India
this.
Zulu says, a fake, no wood is needed, but we don't have the sheetrock yet. I'm just doing what I can so that whenever they show back up, they can do the harder stuff.
Ah, sheetrock, yes. That's kind of what I meant, in a way. I just didn't say it. Because words hard. Well, that's good, you know, to do what you can so that whenever they show up, they're like, oh, okay. Then they can, like, hurry the hell up, you know, or not so much hurry the hell up, just actually can do what they can do. And it'd be easier and, like, quicker, you know, get more accomplished and done. That's nice. Let's see. Oh man, 5. Sweet. That one got going pretty good. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. Ooh, 50. Nah. Well, it is. Okay, yeah. So are you going to continue to put some more up tomorrow then? Whatever you can get done? Convoy. These are paying out pretty good on the lithium. And we skip that one.
Romeo India Zulu says, I've only done this once before but with someone who knew how. This guy dropped it of and said here you go, see ya. Yeah, that's the plan.
Well, if you have any like questions about how to do it or whatnot, there's always like, YouTube, you know. I mean, I've put up let's see, the pink shit, fiberglass kind or whatever like that, and had to put a wall up, you know, sheetrock, had to cut and all that measured bullshit. Ruined a bunch of shit too doing that. Tell you, that's why you leave it to the professionals. I tell you right now, you're right about the, you know, leave it to the harder work for them. That way, if they screw up, it's on them, not you, you know. But yeah, put up walls. Of course, it was paneling whenever I did it, not real sheetrock though. My stepdad's a contractor. Well, he used to be. He retired from it, but he still does these jobs every once in a while.
Romeo India Zulu says, he suggested YT and said sent pics, but I don't want to bother guy on weekend.
He suggested watching some YouTube. Okay. Well, yeah, I mean, like, depending on like how far apart the what the hell you call them? Damn, I done lost like all the memory of like doing that shit. But like how far apart the boards and shit are and whatnot. Usually they're within a certain measurement to where it fits it in there like it's supposed to, and no real cutting's necessary unless it's like, you know, the odd little shapes or whatnot. But yeah.
Romeo India Zulu says, LOL.
Yep, I'm dumb. What was it, Chris Farley one?
Romeo India Zulu says, you'd think.
Let's see.
Well, Lottie frickin' da!
You can take a good look at a butcher's ass by sticking your head up there, but wouldn't you rather take his word for it? God, they're gonna know I'm dumb.
Oh, there's 100 right there. But yeah, I mean, YouTube, like home doing stuff or whatever, you know, it's more like a confidence thing though, right? Like you don't want to like screw up, and then they like, oh well, now we have to get more of this or whatever. You're like, you know, that ought to be a good payoff right there for Ushanka. I bet she'd do that for all of them. Eventually. Not now, but eventually. Yes. In progress, yes. Yeah, back in like the early, I guess mid 2000s, the school that I went to, I had graduated from, and they came out with this whole thing after that, where in order for you to go to school at this school, you have to have like a house within the school district lines. They changed the line to like where it had to be, and my sister was still going to school at that school, so my parents had to they bought like a little house, a little rent house in the town that was for sale, and it was pretty rough. I mean, it was rented to people. You know, we didn't rent it to anybody, but it was the kind of like that. You know, you rent it to somebody and it just gets torn up over time to where, you know, there's really no house because the people had kids and they didn't take care of it, holes in the walls, sort of shit like that. So they took a loan out into the bank or whatever, and we got materials, and my dad and I would go over there like for maybe a few months. I think it was like worth like 2 full months of going there every day that we could.
Romeo India Zulu says,
fix it.
It's already their donated hours. I don't want to make them redo my work and waste a day. I'll post photos in a bit when I have enough battery for flash.
Oh, yeah, you don't waste your camera, man. I mean, you can, but you know, don't go out of your way or anything. I mean, it's always going to be there, right? Like for but yeah, I could see pictures. Yeah, be kind of cool. I mean, as long as you don't hide any dead bodies in there for them to wall up, you're good. What happened to them? I don't know, but there's spirits in this house, man. There's body parts in the walls. I did that, right? Yeah. Okay.
OXNYX053 says, are you talking odd-shaped sheetrock chunks, or insulation for odd spots?
I think he's talking about insulation, like cutting it into shape or whatever to put inside this like weird spots and shit. I mean, it can't be anything like the house I'm in right now. This used to be like a little shack slash
Romeo
cabin.
India Zulu says, insulation for odd spots.
Because this used to be that I'm living in with my mom right now and my stepdad, which used to be the house we had. It was like a 2-room cabin, you know, out here on that lake or whatever. So there's like the wall, the boards in the walls that you know, this distance is completely just everywhere.
OXNYX053 says, wood joist.
Yes. See, you know the names. I probably did it one time and just forgot. I'm bad like that. I forget things. But they're all this different distances. Like you can look for a stud in the wall or whatever. Oh, is it a stud? And you can measure it apart, and they're all like little different.
Romeo India Zulu says, "Some they gave us is unfaced. How I'm gonna staple that?"
Oh my gosh. So it's just like a fluff. Ugh. Maybe get some like if you can find some cardboard, and like tear off, like if it's the cardboard and it's got the zigzaggy cardboard in between it to make it stiff, and the other side you like rip one side of it off and then can glue down or whatever to make it actual like a thing for it, or I don't know, just ideas shooting out of my head right now. So I just stuff it in there, but hopefully it stays and cats don't play with it and get it out of there. And then, I don't know, would they play with it enough if it makes them itch? But then in these walls too, whenever they were remodeling this house years ago, like back in the 90s, there's these like in between the boards and stuff was like horizontal little boards too and stuff. It's really weird. So it's kind of like they just built it out of parts. So whenever the team came in to like remodel the house or whatever, they were like, "Oh my God," We were like, "What?" I mean, the only other room that like this house originally had with the two rooms was just a bathroom that was separated from the rest of it. This is like a little, enough for a bathtub and a sink and a toilet. That's how big it was. The house itself was like, I don't know. I'm in one of the original rooms that's been divided into several different rooms. It's the original part of the house, and it's only like maybe 30 feet by 20 or something like that. I think. Probably not 30. No, it can't be 30. No. It's 1, 2, 3.
Romeo India Zulu says, "The studs aren't all equally spaced. Water pipes at an angle. I'm just gonna do what I'm comfy with and call it good."
Yes, studs. That's what I was thinking about, that word. No, this is not exactly that. It's not that. It says like maybe 20 by 14. Yeah, something like that. I don't know. That's how I think how big this room is. I mean, it's big enough for like a bed and a dresser, and then like a 3 feet or 2 feet in between the two, wide, because I have the bed right next to the wall. So who else is going to sleep in the damn bed but me? That's what I always think. And then in front of the bed is a few totes of garbage, like it's computer shit. And then my computer desk. There you go. So just in the computer desk, it's like a, what was this?
OXNYX053
4 foot
says,
by 2.
"So technically it is cut it to size and it should never settle."
Yeah. Once you put like the wall up or whatever, it'll hold it in there. Let's see. Ox, you've been around, hadn't you? You done all this stuff. I've only got like what I've witnessed and what I've done. I've like wired up plugs in the wall and stuff like that before, But and put up wall paneling or whatever in that house I told y'all about.
OXNYX053 says, "I am back down to 2 rental houses."
Oh, so you maintain them yourself then if you rent out houses. Okay. Do you do like a turnover thing to where you like get a house, fix it up, and try to like rent it out so much then sell it? Oh, they were doing that a lot around this area that I'm at. Man, that's got a good air conditioner, that little house, too. The unit was
Romeo
too
India
small for
Zulu
here.
says, hopefully, I'm probably making it seem harder than it is, but again, unexperienced.
Right. Yeah, I'm not too experienced in it myself, just a little bit here and there. Well, if you play Minecraft, you'll be able to do it. Duh. What if they had like one of those simulator games, or like building house simulator or whatever?
OXNYX053 says, not really. I more dumped one back onto the market at a slight loss.
Oh. You can watch This Old House on PBS. Dude, they do all kind of stuff on there. Maybe reruns of Bob Vila. What are we doing here? Well, we're taking this grout out of here, see? We're going to shove it down this guy's ass. And we're going to staple his ass up to this telephone pole.
Romeo India Zulu says, I don't think so, Tim.
There you go. Yeah, Home Improvement. You can watch that and what not to do, see?
OXNYX053 says, and then use him as a shower nozzle.
Use him as a shower nozzle. What are we doing right here? Well, we're breaking off these bricks and we're going to like throw them at the cars. Dude, I loved Home Improvement because Al was like the only one really qualified to do all the work. And Tim was like thinking he knew what the hell was going on. And that one episode where they're like Benford gets like bought out by these this investment company in China or whatever because they thought it was a comedy and not an actual like home improvement show. That's a damn good show. They have that Laugh TV, I think, has home improvement on every once in a while. I don't think so, Tim. Al, you want to hold that for me? Damn it, I just realized I'm replying back to somebody that said something in the space zone. Dumbass! Double dumbass on you!
OXNYX053 says, PM them.
PM them? Private messaging has been disabled. Nah, it's not worth it. It's not worth a PM. I mean, it's just bullshit anyway. It's not like I'm answering a serious question or something. I only answer those on the Dollar General Reddit forum. Yeah. And someone says, how do I close a store? Lock the door. What are the procedures? No one's told me a thing. What about your assistant? I don't have one. Burn it down?
OXNYX053 says, use a match.
Use a match, yeah. Or they'll say like the payment device is down. How do I fix it? And I say, you know, we sell hammers on the hardware aisle. And they go, ha ha, very funny. That ain't helpful at all. Then I'll put it, I know, right? I got on there and told them all the secrets of the register one time. Like the hidden features that aren't supposed to be known. Told them if they ever get pissed off at another store that they're at because of reasons or whatever, and if they're in line as a customer, just hold down like these keys or whatever like that on the payment device so it restarts it and it holds up the line for about 5 minutes. I said, that's just mean. I said, I know, right? I told him I could tell you how to turn off the bed scanner if you want me to. Make it so it doesn't cut the paper every time you print a receipt out. You turn that bed scanner off, they're on the phone with the emergency response thing, ERC service or something. Or I don't know what the fuck the C stands for. Center. Yeah, Emergency Response Center. They're on the phone with them for hours.
Zulu says, use a quill and ink, keep a ledger, collect at end of week, break fingers of those who come up short.
Right. The mob runs a retail business. Hey, where'd that other cashier go? Oh, I caught him stealing 2 cents out the register. Well, where's he at now? He's sleeping with the fishes. Oh, over 2 cents? Yeah. Well, you know, it was so-and-so that was actually stealing those 2 cents. Oh, really? Yeah. So you just off the wrong guy. Ah, well, we'll hire a new one. Or have a hardware store where they have sacks of cement in there, you know, and they like you constantly see the inventory of it go down, but you never see them selling any. In 5-gallon buckets or something like that. Yeah, go get another bag off the shelf. But you know how heavy those things are.
OXNYX053 says, size 11 1/2 sack of cement.
11 and a half. I can see it now. They're talking. They goes, "What size shoe are you?" Size 12. We're gonna need a bigger. Box here. Go give me one of them big buckets. What are we doing buckets for? Just put your feet in there. Let me see something real quick. Then knock him out. Wakes up. Hey, what the hell? Oh, I thought we were done. What the fuck? Okay. Oh, I got this one. All right. Retailing with the mob continues. Stop shooting me, damn it.
OXNYX053 says, don't AST so many questions.
Don't ask so many questions. What happened to him? He asked too many questions. What happened to him? He asked me what happened to him. I like Jeff Foxworthy joke when he was doing a lot of stand-up and stuff, and you can get his like cassette tapes back in the day, you know. One of the jokes was, imagine you're in an elevator, you got a friend with you, and there's like people standing behind you, and you just often just say, have your like friend say, yeah, but I know, but why'd you shoot the guy? He goes, because he was staring at the back of my neck. Jeff Foxworthy. Oh, shit. Now keep on going. I don't care. Damn, the security attacked him. Now I gotta fight back. Damn it. What would you do if I sang out of tune? Would you stand up and walk out on me? Lend me your rear, and I'll sing you a song. Flatulence. Try not to sing out of key. I have not watched the new Wonder Years. Has anybody else watched that yet? I don't think it's going to be just like the other one. Kaboom, mister. Kaboom, Captain. Grenade! So much for my happy ending. Let's talk this over. It's not like we're dead. Was it something I did? It's something you said. Don't leave me hanging in a city so dead. Held up so high on such unbreakable thread. You were all the things I thought I knew, and I thought we could be. We were everything that I wanted. We were meant to be, supposed to be, but I lost it. And all of the memories so close to me just fade away. All this time you were pretending, so much for my happy ending. Oh, oh, oh. What's up? Look at it. Expertise. Got that expertise. Gonna stain my deck. Do a lot of other things I've been meaning to do. Stain my deck. My deck. Gonna stain my deck. Stain my deck. Deck. Stain my deck. He's gonna stain his deck. Hard. Life is like a hurricane here in Duckburg. Race cars, lasers, aeroplanes. It's a duck blur. Like solving mysteries or rewrite histories. DuckTales, ooh. Every day they're out there making DuckTales. Not ponytails or captain tails. No DuckTales. Danger lurk behind you. There's a stranger out to find you. What to do? Just grab onto some DuckTales. He's like holding it going, I couldn't bother. Yeah. Don't ask so many questions. Questions. Don't ask so many questions, alright? Eh? Endeavor's is flashing too. I keep forgetting about that. I can barely see it behind all this garbage. Yeah, what is about garbage? Garbage. Melee weapon, critical chance ground. Yes, Captain. I like the criticals, Captain. Captain. How much further? What's the new ones here? Let's see. Playing Dabo. Okay. We just had that one not too long ago. Destroy Harold's ships. Why does Harold have problems with his
putting
ships?
the band back together.
Putting the band back together. I need to come up with some ideas about these damn channel points. I'm so sorry for it. Herald ships, Iconian shit. Fudge.
Romeo India Zulu says 159.3.
159.3. That's how many you have. Our final.
Indeed.
Indeed. Indeed. Man, watching that. Damn. You know, how many episodes are Saul's left? Like 2? Something like that? 3 or 2 or 3? And they've already like gotten to the point where you know, it kind of overlaps with Breaking Bad. Aye, sir. Hey, come, you bastard.
Romeo India Zulu says, no idea. Don't watch.
Oh, man.
OXNYX053 says, feel a single injury for Gary the Klingon. 1,000 channel points.
Heal. I love it. Do we want Gary to heal? That's the question.
Romeo India Zulu says, we or you.
Ah, yes. There it is. I don't know. Like, is it funny that he doesn't get healed?
OXNYX053 says, I like the annual checkup concept.
The annual checkup. Well, that would mean, like, okay, let me think. When did I have Gary created? He was back in the last Klingon, whatever thing, right? So that's like February? How many accidents can Gary have? The annual checkup. That's so funny.
Romeo India Zulu says, kinda, but I mean there comes a point Ajura you are a hindrance or liability AMD not a helper.
True. Very true. I just think it's funny. And I run so far away, hey. I wanna get away. And Gary only fixes his ship at a starbase. Because he doesn't think his crew is capable of it.
Romeo India Zulu says, if you don't mind people whining in Stow chat, keep them.
For real, yo. I guess I'm a sociopath. Definitely got the laugh.
Shipment range. This is the USS Cleveland. We're losing reactor containment. We need immediate assistance.
Need some assistance.
Help get those ships back into the fight.
Rising up. Back in the magnetic fields are failing. All hands, feet, and toes. Abandon ship.
Romeo India Zulu says, that one guy who has Ivor 100 probably gets messages, so just ignore them and keep on racking them up.
For real, yo. Yeah, who was it that, who said that? It was it Greg's Lounge Rated, or Triz was there, and they were talking about, I think Augie was actually there too, talking about like, one of those
Romeo
people.
India Zulu says, you will be in the Stow Hall of Shame.
I mean, Gary the Klingon is more or less like a joke character anyway. Wow, look at that, pixelated. Ew. What am I going in there for? Turn around, damn it. I'm pressing like right on the stick here. There we, okay, there we go. Or on the keyboard rather. Fire! Fire! Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Ra ra. Dum dum boom 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 boom. That's a cool exit. I like that. Okay, where am I closest to Dabo table? It's Nimbus again, I suppose. Ooh, 1,000, Captain.
OXNYX053 says, as a Klingon recruit, he has a get so much Endeavor XP thing, and if it is ground base you are making it slightly more difficult.
Oh, he's already got like the Endeavor experience upward thingy or whatever it is. Like the cross count thing or whatever. I just think it's hilarious. The whole idea, the myth, the legend, Gary the Klingon. Here we are again.
A warrior does not complain about physical discomfort.
A warrior this, a warrior that. Dude, I totally forgot about that. Didn't you gave me like a link on Discord to a bunch of warrior stuff, didn't you? Klingons don't or whatever. I forgot all about that. What the hell? I'm going over here. Shit. Hello there. I will play Dabo.
OXNYX053 says, the myth, the legend, the coughing up blood.
The coughing
Romeo
up blood.
India Zulu says, Klingons do not.
Klingons do not fart on command, Captain. Just pretty random shit. There we go. Ooh, I almost got that in the middle thing. Yay! Might as well do this and we're here. Contraband, my friend. Contraband, my friend hates this guy. I'm making a deal with Ryan the Alpha Cloud. Activate beacon. Sandworms! Everybody get your balls and ready. Here we go. Grab your balls, because it's time to shoot some worms.
First blood.
First blood. Dabo. Do you need Dabo sounds? I can get Dabo sounds. Spin the wheel and win. Fire. So imagine like, you know, Kirk went to that planet, right? Where, the gangster. It was like a human race
Romeo
sort
India
of thing.
Zulu
but,
says, preferably from the show.
from the show. Ah, yes. Find me a clip and I gets that some bitch. Some bitch. There was that gangster episode of the original series where they find out that this civilization has advanced, kind of like it's advancing like humanity or whatever, and they have Tommy guns and stuff.
Romeo India Zulu says, challenge accepted.
Challenge accepted. Yeah, you find it, I'll make it, dude. Finding it's the hardest part, but you'd be able to do that more so than I would because you have it more
Romeo
recent
India
in your
Zulu
head.
says, piece of the action.
Piece of the action. Is that the name of this the episode? Piece of the action. That's whenever they use the stun effect for the beaming weapons on the Enterprise. Instead of them being like a blue color or whatever
Romeo
like that.
India Zulu says, where they had a book they used as their guide to society, right?
Yeah. Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
OXNYX053 says, piece of the action, featuring Telly Savalas. Back in the 90s, pre-internet. What I misremembered the name of his tune creating my moniker.
Back in the 90s. Pre-internet.
Romeo India Zulu says, the guy wanted heaters. OXNYX053 says, Bella Oxmex, not Oxnix.
Yeah. Yeah, and they like beam the guy over to the other mobster guy. Yeah. Yeah, see? Yeah. But yeah, that's the episode they use the beam weapon on the ship, you know, like the actual phasers, ship phasers. But they set it on stun mode, which made him like a green color. I thought that was interesting. The different colors in phasers. Why they are the colors they are. Depending on the yield and all that. Fire. 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 Fire, mister. But yeah, you know, that's kind of how I think of shit. Think of shit, that's right. I think of shit all the time. Ugh. What the fuck was I talking about? It doesn't matter. Land ho. Got it. Nice. Hugh Janus reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Reporting for duty. Hello, Mr. Smirnov. Mister? On the desert front in progress. That's way the hell over there. Okay. They just could have made a door there. Worked out just as well. Alright, everybody get around me. It's morphin' time! Oh, the worms don't exist. That's right. They don't exist. I'm here to collect my reward. Die, everybody, die. Yes, please. Whip me, mister. Whip me. Yes, yes, more, more. Yes, more. Ah! Oh, he threw the ball at me. Okay, hold on. Hold on, cry. Hold on. Well, where's the fucking heck is the ball? Where's the ball? Dude. Oh, I have the tray is active. Look at that. Okay. Where you at? Where you at? Where you at? Crichton! Get back here, you bastard. Oh, we're under attack, aren't we? Damn it, I lost the ball. I can't throw it back. Oh, he threw it back to me. Okay, cool. It's so funny that like your NPC bridge officer can throw a baseball at you. I swear that's why they need to have it in the game. Oh, to Spork, we're leaving her behind. Oh no. Someone go after to Spork. She's unconscious. She's unconscious laying on the floor. Someone go over there. I will, mister. To Spork, get your ass up and let's go. Of course, we could do the whole beam to paradise shitty, but why do that when we can run? I will go up this hill. I will go up this hill. I guess I won't go up this hill. I'll go over here to this hill, yeah. Bonesaw is ready. More. Request access. The tar can come in. I'm so stupid.
Romeo India Zulu says, "You ain't going nowhere. I got you for 3 minutes."
I got you for 3 minutes. Damn it.
God! They're gonna know I'm dumb.
Romeo India Zulu says, "A targ attacked me once in there at the bar."
Really? Was it somebody's... Because I've seen that in the game where, like, someone's pet or whatever.
Romeo India Zulu says, "I saved the clip but too big to put in Discord."
Oh, God, man. What, can you put it, like, on Xbox or something? Did you save it on your Xbox?
Romeo India Zulu says, "Yes. Someone's pet was as an enemy."
I have seen that happen before. I think one of them, it wasn't a target, it was one of those Mastiff or whatever you call them things or whatever, attacked me at Dyson one time. My guys had to put it down, man.
Romeo India Zulu says, "That's what I meant by saved the clip."
Oh, okay. Well, how do you, like, allow the world to view it then? Like, can you upload it to, like, Xbox or something like that, and or the website somehow? Like, can you send it through, like, a friend's thing or whatever on Xbox? Send it to Twitch. Can you upload it to Twitch as a clip? That would be fucking awesome.
OXNYX053 says, "I had Marshall Janeway spawn a Borg we about auto-killed." Romeo India Zulu says, "I have it uploaded I think but they want to sign up for Discord Nitro." Pass.
Oh hell yeah, I'd pass on that shit too. It sucks, it's like it's behind a paywall type thing. I guess everything's kind of like that these days though, isn't it? God, they're gonna know I'm dumb. 2063, mister. I don't want to dig into my stash, so I'm going to do something else. Do a TFO, or well, one of those. One of them right yonder, mister. Now you listen to me up there. If I'm gonna be down here, I'm gonna wear the proper shirt. There we go.
And by
Yeah, that'd be kind of cool if you could actually upload it to Twitch. Just a suggestion, just a curiosity, if anything, of mine. Save it as a clip, so that every time someone goes to your Twitch or whatever, they can watch it. Kaboom! I say, boom. My rear is failing me, Captain. Plasma torpedo in the ass. Oh my, pretty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, fuck you too. And chitty chitty bang bang, chitty chitty bang bang, fuck you too. Near, far, everywhere we are.
You will be Borg.
If you were not gonna be Borg, you're gonna completely be bored watching this shit. I tell you. I tell you what, there, Fred. There's a YouTube video out there, like Mark Hamill going back to like Jack in the Box or whatever, because he used to like work at one when he was young. But I think he got fired because well, in the clip it's like he got fired because he was trying to do clown voices over the intercom or whatever. So they let him come back now, you know, and it's like a funny version of they're up at the order thing in the drive area, you know. And he's like making all these sounds and shit, making them laugh.
0047, 10 of 10, engaging now.
Engaging now on an all-new episode of Star Trek Online. Meanwhile, back at
Romeo
television.
India Zulu says, it's okay now that he's famous.
That's right, it's okay now that he's famous. And these people are, like he'll do like some sort of a funny voice, you know, about their order, and they'll come to the window and it'll be Mark Hamill. And like, you're that movie star, aren't you? Yeah. He said that he never got a chance to work the window. You will lower your pants and prepare to be boarded. Lower your shit, Ilds. Lucari. Dilithium. Dilithium, dilithium, dilithium just now. We're gonna do that again. Oh, just now, dilithium, dilithium, just now.
Romeo India Zulu says, gasp. Not Dyson. Blasphemy.
Blasphemy, mister. Well, this character's not used to going to Dyson. I could. I could. I could. I could. I'll do another one of these, and then yes! Since you suggested it, might as well. Hey, God, Brian, brilliant! Brilliant, madman, brilliant pudding! Derp. My ship always farts before it goes forward. Fire. 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 Fire.
Romeo India Zulu says, so you only collect Dyson marks on tunes who frequent Dyson? They all give same regard for trade-ins. So if you're not buying Dyson gear, what does it matter which you claim?
Exactly.
You will be Borg.
You will be Borg. Dyson is ran just out of habit, pretty much. I guess that's the actual answer. I mean, I find it the easiest way to get the dilithium, but still, they are the grounders, and this is the ship guy. And then Gary, he's
Romeo
he's
India
a ship
Zulu
guy.
says, I understand that part.
Where the hell is this? Oh, it's up there.
2 of 10 is engaging now. You will be assimilated. We are aboard. Surrender.
Surrender your ass and prepare to be boarded. Lucaria again. Oh blah dee, oh blah da. Life goes
Romeo
on.
India Zulu says, I mean, your guys have 2,000 Dyson marks but 0 on others. So why not, in Red Alert or TIFO with them, claim normal rep marks across the board and not just Dyson?
I could do that. As long as it's within the time allotted that I usually play in. Like right now I should be playing as Gary the Klingon, but I don't have any marks, so I have to, well, not marks, but damn it, dilithium. So I'm having to get dilithium. But like so much dilithium per time allotted for each character. Which I want to like do them in like 15-minute increments. At the least. At the most, maybe 20. And that's just the Dyson grinders.
OXNYX053 says, well, you, 1 need fleet marks. 2, could go for another gear setup.
Another gear setup.
Romeo India Zulu says, that.
Another gear setup. Fleet marks. Well, for Gary, I need fleet marks, that's for sure. But not really. I mean, he's got. Damn it, I passed the fucker. Turn that ship around. Think.
Romeo India Zulu says, LOL 11 tunes all same builds.
Yeah. It is such a tragedy. All built to fight in a battle that I can't win. Ground battle shuttle. Kill. I wouldn't know where to begin with anything.
OXNYX053 says, like just getting a one-piece item like a competitive reputation set impulse engine for the maneuverability.
Maneuverability. I think I've got that. I've got the impulse. I know I've got it for this character. The one that like goes super fast and shit. Or as fast as it can, and then well, the one that whenever you use a special like ability thing or whatever, it goes off. Like it goes into impulse super fast. The mental decline of me. Flowers for Algernon, anyone? Nope, I refuse to think that I am getting bitten. Nope, nope.
Romeo India Zulu says, there's 3 versions I think. Attack pattern, heal of some sort, and another I can't remember. It's like a free evasive maneuvers. OXNYX053 says, right. It has 3 forms, different items. A weapon buff, a heal, or a drain/effect.
So the thing with the engines, like, especially if it's like the sector space thing or whatever, I want them all to be the same so that whenever I have to go out into the sector to go somewhere, I can go without like knowing who's slow and who's fast or whatever like that. Everybody gets the same setup because I want to be able to go. Weapons, I do need to work on that per each one. I haven't. I've neglected that. I don't have time, so I do what I can with what time I have.
OXNYX053 says, as the heal is meant as engineering, not sure if it works with hazard emitters.
Hazard. Folks in Hazard County hadn't seen a watch fight in a long time.
Romeo India Zulu says, but, you never do now that you can mission warp. Who flies sector space?
People? The Shadow knows. Maybe I want to do Tour of the Galaxy. Not.
OXNYX053 says, I have only used the TAC and Psi ones.
Ugh. Personal shields losing power. Go around. Get this sumbitch before he does something. There we go. Fire. Painful in more ways than one. Fascinating. Pure energy. Pure style. Totally incorporeal.
Romeo India Zulu says, I know I'm playing. Kinda. I know some like the feel of it, but I try to maximize my time, and time spent flying sector space is time wasted in my eyes.
It is. That's very true.
OXNYX053 says, the only reason to fly open space is a tune built for Tour the Galaxy. And that one becomes your one-off.
More. Well, like, for instance, in the Gamma Quadrant, right? You can't so much do that, though. You have to fly around in the galaxy. To, like, go from this to this to this, or whatever, if you're doing that. And I have a thing about speed. Wanted to travel fast.
OXNYX053 says, heck, I use episode replay to auto-move to a place, then drop that episode.
Yeah, that's what Riz is talking about, the popping in and doing those instead of like actually, which is okay. It's like I want like engine power, like to be fast. You know, I want to be like that one person I saw that time with like a shooting star going across the damn screen. That'd be kind of awesome. But I do like the weapon set for my characters. You know, each one has their own thing they do. Like Lilu does Tetrion space as well as mostly Tetrion ground is what I want to have her do. But she does have like the Dyson weapon and a Tetrion gun. Michael has anti-proton. Letitia has I think it was it plasma? O'Neill has phaser. Jim Hadar Kirok has Polaron.
OXNYX053 says, I can do that, but I'll need to be in a MW ship, slot a trait, use the correct core, and correct impulse engine.
Miracle workers are awesome. What is like Ishanka is like Klingon disruptor, I think. Then it just like throws back okay. Then Archer's phasers because he's Archer. He's got phasers. And then me here, I got everything. Depending on what back in the day whenever I was doing endeavors and needed to only do that under this character all the time because I just wanted to. And then of course Gary, he's got disruptor.
OXNYX053 says, and my playability will suffer for the speed.
Speed. But as far as having like a type of set to everything, that's where I've not put any time in to giving them this specific
Romeo
thing
India
they
Zulu
do.
says, I have a different build on my guys too. One for each flavor except Tetrian because it's not easy to make a build and I don't really care to try. Reroll that endeavor or pop on a weak weapon.
Well, for Tetrion at one time, for the Tetrion set I had for this character, I would have him as a drain build on like a regular tax ship, not a science ship, right? I know, but I would have him drain and Tetrion or whatever, so he'd like pull off the shield real quick. But that was only for that endeavor, yeah. So yeah. I mean, Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. But if I like, you know, go out and actually set these characters,
Romeo India
that's
Zulu
what
says,
they're gonna be.
Doesn't Tetrian do that by nature? Shield drain?
Yes.
OXNYX053 says, Tetrian and refracting Tetrian made it easy for me. Thank you Nakara Rep Junk Boxes.
Yeah, that's what it does, but I also had it like a drain build where it would do even more. Like it would zap the shield like immediately, you know. But then I stepped away from that and just went to straight phasers and shit with this character. When I had a weapon type loadout for each thing on my other ship. Lollipop. But if I were to set like certain ways a ship is on whatever character, I'd leave them at
Romeo
that
India
ship.
Zulu says, I use the beams that came on a Tholian T5. Or I think it was a Tholian ship. I can't remember now.
Can't remember. You have CRS as well. Yes. Yes, we all have CRS at one time in our lives. If you or someone you know. Still connected to the... Okay. But if I were to set each of my characters a certain way, I would not change them. I mean, this is what you're going to be. I'd epic that stuff out.
OXNYX053 says, shield drain, but now shuts down the shield subsystem for a time if it procs and you hit the hull. So it isn't utterly worthless if you fast strip the shields.
Yeah, I mean, that's what it would do. Like, it would take a big chunk out of them for everyone else. And I'd end up, like, dying, of course, but that's what I did. I think I even, like, have it as a loadout on here. Nope, it's the other ship. The shield drain version. Where I have, like, I think some Nausicaan something or whatever with it as well. Okay, that's enough for that one. Gary? Gary the Klingon? Gary? Gary, is that you, Gary? Gary the Klingon? Gary? Another drunk Jim Hadar, you bastards! Guarantee it, guarantee it. Yep. Player not found. What is the deal with Jim Hadar's and players not found? Yeah. Yes, yes, yes. I never heard him. All right, Gary the Klingon. Gary the Klingon. It's a Does the ship have any problems? Psst, no damage. Nice.
Romeo India Zulu says, like the Stewie command. Join my fleet, then runs away giggling.
Lewis! 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 Mom! 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 Mommy! 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 Mama! 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 Ma! 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 Mom! 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 Mommy! Mommy! Mama! Mama! Mama!
What?
Hi.
I always like the sound of the pitter-patter thing, you know, on his feet. Like he's like...
Greetings. Welcome to the Federation.
Welcome to the Federation. The Federation. Welcome to the... Let's see. Aha! Yes. Gary has broken away from your grasp. Yes. Gary.
Romeo India Zulu says, set phasers to fun.
Gary the Klingon has broken away from your grasp and can do whatever he likes. He does not have to stay there. Everyone else is stuck.
Romulans are attacking from the south.
Snowmen. Assimilated snowmen are attacking from the west.
Romulans are attacking from the south.
Those damn Romulans.
OXNYX053 says, toddler just woke up. She had a bad dream. But having moved, I'm going to make a snack. Be back shortly with an omelet. And if you're still on, I could join you for a random TFO or so.
Oh my god, an omelet. That's just mean. That's just mean. Well, after this, I'm gonna like go to my other two characters to do the Admiralty thing, and that's it. And then I'll be done.
Romulans are attacking from the west.
Romulans be attacking from the pudding in the west and the pudding. Pickard? You don't look like a Picard.
Romulans are attacking from the west.
Why are we trying to whisper? Who knows?
Romulans are attacking from the south.
Do you have a delightful treat to try?
Neelix needs a fix.
Romulans are attacking from the south.
Pudding!
Romulans are attacking from the south.
Some pack of lightning, very, very frightening. They're still throwing shit at me, and I'm dead.
Romulans are attacking from the south.
Romulans are attacking from the south and the pudding. Now it's getting personal, says Gary.
Romulans are attacking the central camp.
Romulans are attacking the central camp, says Bill Cosby. You gotta stab him with a little bitty knife. That's right. You tell him one thing or three there. Cannot skip.
A Romulans have oak.
Have oat? Well, how dare they have oat? Attack you with my little knife. Hi, I'm Chucky. Wanna play? No. I guess not.
Romeo India Zulu says, random stow voice, Romulans are attacking from the south. Gar, no shit smart guy, they killed me 4 times already.
Gary, no shit, smart guy. Oh shit, smart guy. They've killed me already 4 times. Huh. Bow to me. Good throw there, guy. Good throw. Ugh. Oh, it's not even on advanced either.
Watch your profanity.
Watch your profanity.
Romeo India Zulu says, apologies.
For what? I'm totally not even keeping up with what's going on. Ugh. And okay. Watch your profanity.
Romeo India Zulu says, toddler may be watching.
Toddler may be watching. Watch my profanity. I need to look at my fanny for profanity. Oh, somebody woke me up. Heal Gorn? Really? Oh, a lot of good it did. Look how fast he's running. Where'd that guy come from? Heal Gorn? What the heck is that? Oh, okay. Heal Gorn. We keep dying. It's funny. I'm hooked on a feeling. I'm tired of believing. We've struck oil. That you're in love with me. I'm hooked on a feeling. Gary. 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 No. Me and this guy here, I tell you. We are one heck of a team. Dude. Oh, goodness. Dude's got some damage as well. Look at that. We all came to the right one. Look at. Oh god, this guy's got more like a bunch of damage too. That's funny. Can't believe it's not counting toward me, damn it. Go on. Yay. Healed him enough for him to get him go, what the heck just happened here? Go on fishing. No. No. Huzzah, he says, and he died right there. Stop trying to attack him, Gary. Look at all the damages. Ugh. I will turn on my flashlight. If everybody else is getting like damage, why isn't Gary getting damage? Is he like damaged out to where he can't anymore? Don't worry, one Klingon goes down, another one comes up.
Romeo India Zulu says, are you sad you aren't getting injuries?
Yeah. Dude, that's the whole point of like Gary the Klingon. He's like, no matter what he does, you know, he keeps getting injuries, and now it's like stopped. He can't get any more for some reason. Everybody else is getting them. Look at that. They're piling those suckers up. I think it's not fair. How does someone get 100 if it stops?
OXNYX053 says, happy. He is happy he is collected injuries.
That's right.
Romeo India Zulu says, I get not wanting to heal, but actually trying to get them?
Yes. I mean, why do you think it was like that time, it was the Borg Queen thing or whatever? I kept making him jump off the cliff thing there on purpose, just to see if he can get injuries. But he hasn't really gotten any more since. It's like he broke. Gary broken.
OXNYX053 says, you are not running elites? I think there is an injury cap for advanced.
Oh. Well, shit.
Romeo India Zulu says, do a Gary stream where all you do is stand in the thing on home mission for 3 hours.
There's an injury cap? Okay. I'm helping too, dang it. Huzzah, he says, with arms filled high. Gary stops to take a piss. They spotted him. That's not fair. That's not fair. Not fair at all. They chased him down. They chased him down. And shoot you in the nuts, son. Always leaves when I'm trying to help, damn it. Everybody keeps getting hurt. Attack! Run, Gary, run.
OXNYX053 says, ham and cheese omelette, backed potato. Iron skillet is cleaned.
Oh my gosh, man, they're making me so jealous and hungry at the same time. I'm jungry. Jelgry. Jelgry. Hungless. 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 You stand no chance at my melee weapon. And you don't either, since you're falling through the world.
Romeo India Zulu says, Tostitos chips and hot sauce.
Oh, I'm even more jealous. You have chips. I've got 4 crackers available. Came home and
Romeo India Zulu says, yeah, I got chips, but I'd rather have food.
Dude, I would too. I swear. I at work today I ate one of those fast bite hamburger things for like $1.50. That's all I've had today. Fire.
OXNYX053 says, cheese, lunch meat, avocado, ketchup, cracker pizzas.
Cracker pizza? No, these are just regular crackers. And I found them like, okay, alright, okay. When was the week that I didn't stream and was feeling like shit? How long ago was that been? I can't remember. But it's those. It's crackers I found left over from that. That's what I have. They're a little stale. But they get the job done.
OXNYX053 says, right. Saltine cracker pizzas. Just use the cracker in place of pizza crust.
Ooh, that's nice. You'd have to have ketchup though. I don't have any ketchup. Ugh. Not cool, man. That's not cool at all, yo. That's not cool. Y'all gonna make me have to switch my shit. Did Gary get like a shield or something somewhere? Nope. Must have been a different character.
OXNYX053 says, ketchup, pasta sauce, Taco Bell packet, Arby's sauce.
I shut down the sub-console.
I don't have any of that. I got like some leftover Miracle Whip or something. Like what's left in the Miracle Whip bottle?
The drill is partially shut down, but I need to shut down another sub-console.
I mean, I also need to throw away like those like Tyson chicken tenders that have been in the freezer part of the refrigerator for like 7 months now. I keep forgetting about them, so they're probably not good to eat. In fact, I am getting a little bit hungry.
Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry. You want something?
Hush, puppy, Daddy.
We got no time for that crap. You son of a bitch.
OXNYX053 says, I think you've started an injury trend.
I shut down the sub-console.
Gary, quit attacking the wrong enemy, damn it. Physically damaging and distortion. Everybody's got injuries.
Protect me while I shut down this sub-console.
Damn. I'm a little tough.
That should do it. The drill is now fully shut
Damn it. I got like a bottle of water. It helps. Oh, goodness. Some Clover Valley crackers, too. Dollar General version crackers. Cracker.
OXNYX053 says, hold on. Toddler is creating a reason to have a meltdown.
Bringing out those acting skills.
One hour later.
That was a hard one.
Fatality. 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 Fatality.
Oh, now I got crumbs, damn it.
Fatality.
Romeo India Zulu says, and so on.
Babality.
I show you one and I grant you thee. I hear your fatality and raise you a babality. No more crackers. There's 8 of them in there, I think. I sealed them up pretty good, I guess. They weren't as bad as I thought they were.
OXNYX053 says, I slept like a baby, kicking and screaming and I wet myself.
What? It's like the lightning doesn't do good whenever you die. It's morphin' time. No one could ever take them down. Go, go, Power Rangers. Oh.
Romeo India Zulu says, it's more fun time?
More fun time. Damn. Well, that should not have taken them out that fast. Go, go, Power Ranger. Okay, why is this dude? Okay, hey. No. No. Do not attack that guy. I will. Actually waited.
Romeo India Zulu says, I'd keep track of your deaths. but I can't count that high.
You can't count that high.
OXNYX053 says, same here, I left my shoes on.
Left my shoes on? Uncle. More crumbs. Thing about eating crackers gets right up in your gums, you know. Ugh. Gary, clean off, Gary. Out here now. Immune to lightning. Gotcha. Yay! Oh my god. Yay. Oh, son of a bitch. Oh, there's somebody that doesn't have a fleet. Invite the fleet. Yeah. You know you're Gary the Klingon when you come to a space yard like this and invite people to your fleet. So sad. Yeah. Yes. Yes. Gary. Oh, Gary the Klingon. Gary the Klingon. Okay. Cracky little wangy. Yeah. Let's see. Code check. Just gonna do the whatever you call that, Admiralty. Just checking out the traffic. All I'm focusing on is that right there. Right there. Okay. Skipping that all day long. All night long. Cool, a 9 of something. Neat. Alright, where are ye? Where are ye? Are ye all right there, ye? Okay, it needs to be pretty high end. Maybe in the 40s, 67, 30. It's already used. Something high end. Hindenburg. Yeah, that'll work. Nice. Okay.
Okay. Okay, senor. Okay.
Damn it. Arr. Select the same ship. Look at dumbass. Farley 19 for the win. They're gonna know I'm dumb. Nope. Make that. Not gonna make that one either. Neither. Maybe that one. Maybe that one right there. Let's use up a ship. Use up a ship. Pretty high end. Yeah, whatever.
Croquet.
There we go. Do that. Do this. Do that. Do that. Do that. Can you ever change? Crumbs. Okay. Acknowledge failure. Acknowledge failure. 7 to 10 right there. Ooh, 100,000? Yeah, we'll go for that.
Yeah, we'll go for that.
Yeah, he look like a man. Nah. Duty captain. Ooh, another one. Another one right there. Another one. Get the hell out of that one right there. Oh, hell yeah. Okay. Man, the dogs are barking outside like a son of a bitch. Care. I'll never find that, but care.
Happy face. Sad face. Happy face. Sad face. Happy face.
Alright, bored yet. If not, I can make it worse. Let's see. Okay. Sausage. Calling it quits for the night, yo. Worst wonderful.
Check it out, man. Talk about a road trip up that Big D Motel, man. You talk about the biggest names in mowers, edges, and clippers. Be there, man. It's gonna be fun.
I don't know. Like, let me see. Found by my dang on.
I've been calling y'all people better than a month now. Grab about y'all every time that dang old dog crossed these start yapping at y'all 24 hours a day. And nobody answered. You called. How you supposed to come out to do anything about that dog if you're just gonna get a dang old computer? Ain't gonna come over here and just shut that dang old dog up.
Daddy, I got a pee-pee.
Swallow it, I'm busy.
But Daddy, I gotta go.
You're just like your mama. Your mama can't drive more than 2 miles before she's gotta take a squirt. Just keep your eye out for that Mr. Vanderpump. Let me have a Diablo sandwich, a Dr. Pepper. Make it fast. I'm in a goddamn hurry. You want some?
OXNYX053 says, I don't know why, but my chat keeps freezing.
I'm sorry, I don't know why that would happen. Is it any time that I do something in the chat? Like certain things you've noticed or whatever? Don't move a muscle. Killed a red shirt. We killed a red shirt.
Everyone knows it's Butters.
That's me.
How am I doing today, Gary Busey? You're doing great. Good. Then I'll keep it up. How am I doing today, Gary Busey? You're doing great. Good. Then How am I doing today, Gary Busey? You're doing great. Good. Then I'll keep it up.
Oh, damn it. I wanted to do it again. Ah, that was funny. Okay. At least to me it was.
OXNYX053 says, there is no trigger. I blame the NVIDIA dashboard, which recently reinstalled
Hey, I have your
and took out my sound drivers.
attention, please. You will be silent!
I love that. Oh, you recently reinstalled your NVIDIA drivers? I think my graphics card's about to go out or something. Like I mentioned, I left my computer running overnight because after stream last night, I was having like a headache, so I just laid down and just didn't wake up didn't get out of bed.
OXNYX053 says, oh hell no, it did it itself.
Oh. And when I like wiggle my mouse and turn on the monitor, because apparently it was turned off, it was nothing but just black. Like the start menu or the taskbar at the bottom was there, but the screen was black. And when I would move the mouse around, things would show up, you know. And maybe mine installed something too. Did it just happen last night or today or whatever? Because I know my Windows did some sort of an update itself, because it brought up that screen about like
Romeo India
setting up
Zulu
and
says,
whatnot.
wiggle, 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 wiggle. Scorpwana says, weeble. Scorpwana says, wobble. Scorpwana says, but. Scorpwana says, they don't. Scorpwana says, fall down.
I'm done.
Scorpwana says, Nwadluf T not yet tub el bow sel biu.
Weebles wobble, but they don't fall down. Okay, everybody. I'm done. You may now return to your regularly scheduled streamer.
Romeo India Zulu says, did you have to write it down first then type?
No.
OXNYX053 says, my system is king of AFK updates. And I turn those fucking things to remind me only. I do them quickly, but you know. As I'm awake overnight, so if I'm busy just wait till I'm not in combat.
No, I read it backwards and typed a key every time I read a letter. impressive? No. Okay. Oh, remind only. Until you're not in combat, yeah. Ain't nothing like an update of something whenever you're in the middle of doing something else. It pisses me off. Alrighty. I'm going to close her down. In... If nothing else.
Romeo India Zulu says, "K bye."
I'm sorry. Now I feel like shit. And I look like shit in real life.
OXNYX053 says, "Till next week."
Yeah, you stay safe out there on the roads and stuff, man. Try not to hit the pedestrians that deserve it. Okay, bye. I'm sorry. I don't mean to sound rude.
Romeo India Zulu says, "LMAO all good my dude, just being silly. Don't feel bad."
Alrighty. Y'all take care. Good night, everyone. 5, 4, 3 and a half, 2, 3 1/4, 1. And pressing end stream right